What's up everyone, welcome to another episode of Mass Hellion Raven 2. Top 100 Grandmaster. Just look at it guys, it's beautiful. Rank 128. We are actually getting pretty close to top 100. We need about 150 MMR more. We can't do it today, but we can reach 5.4k. Let's do it. First game of the day against a almost 5.3k protoss. Alright, now recently we have been doing pretty well against protoss. I do think it's a little bit scary to play on a small map. To refresh your guys' minds, usually what we do against protoss is we make just a few ravens and then we make a million hellions to take insane fights. Now what that does rely on a little bit is that I actually have time to get all the hellions out before I get attacked. On a small map like this, that might be a little bit more of a challenge. Waterfall. Smallest map in the map pool, I believe. At least it looks like it. You know, sometimes if you look at the mini-map, you can already kind of tell what kind of map it is, right? Because if I look at the mini-map, everything looks so zoomed in. And it's just because it's a small map. And it's the opposite with big maps. If you look at the big map, mini-map, I'm like, what the hell am I going to do here, man? It's going to take me ages to arrive to the other side. Now, let's just see what we can do here. I feel like very often on this map I actually get cheesed. I'm not sure if that has been a coincidence, but I definitely do remember getting proxied a few times here. Even in the Go series as well, which was actually a godsend. I'm not even sure. No, we've definitely lost. I was going to say, I'm not even sure if we've ever lost against cheese in the Go series, but we definitely have. So I'm not going to pretend that that's the case. But and so we're actually getting probe scouted here. That always makes me feel a little bit less suspicious. That is good. I think typically these days, if a protoss player does their build really well, they should probably fake a probe scout. But I noticed that especially on the ladder, most of the time, they will still just, you know, they will proxy a gateway and not even try to scout and not even try to sell the story. They just want to, you know, proxy you as fast and as hard as they can and then try to beat you with it. Which is, you know, a pretty good ladder strategy, if we're being honest. I always wondered how strong people think cheese is in general, because I feel like a lot of people think cheese is way too strong, but there will also be people that think cheese is too weak. I wonder what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Do you think cheese is too strong or too weak in StarCraft? Because I can actually see both sides. There's a lot of people that would think, and that's a good argument. I think that there are maybe like too many standard macro games in StarCraft, which could make for like a more boring meta and stuff. But at the same time, I can totally imagine people feeling like an RTS, especially StarCraft, is about, you know, the strategy coming together in the late game with all the macro and all the mechanics that you need, and then cheese kind of ruins that. So I'm actually curious what the majority of you thinks, because I'm not sure, honestly. I know there's a lot of people here that hate cheese, but I think there's also a lot of people that love my cheese videos, so I actually don't know the answer to that. Okay. So he did the low ground gateway, which is a good strategy for him, because it means he'll have a wall later against the Hellions. But he did not send the unit across, which is really good for us. I've talked about it a lot that chronoing units fast to the other side of the map is a really good strategy against Hellions, because Hellions, you kind of want to build them up. You don't want to start trading right away. So if they send the units across instantly, you're just going to be in a little bit of trouble, typically. Especially if it's a Stalker, but he kept it at home, at least until that point. Now it could already be across, of course. But maybe I can make use of my grenade strategy again. So he made a sentry, that means it's probably Twilight. Oh, this is gonna be a sick timing actually, guys. This might be perfect. If I'm lucky here, check that. He's gonna hallucinate in 5 seconds, making a Phoenix descend across my map. There's a chance I can dodge it. If my Hellions finish in time, I could dodge it. Oh, this is gonna be tight. I don't think I'm actually gonna make it. Oh, that is a bit unfortunate here. Maybe I can dodge it with my first 3 Hellions. And then my last one. Oh, wait. No, I straight up forgot 1 Hellion. Oh, no. I thought my 4th one was just later. I actually straight up forgot 1 Hellion. That sucks. Then it's definitely not going to be as impactful. But he did use his energy, so he doesn't have a force field, which is great. I'm actually just going to run in then. Don't even need the grenade here. That is really nice. Hope he doesn't have a battery. Indeed, no battery. There's the Twilight that I predicted, which is nice. I'm going to wait for that Phoenix to die before... Ooh! Good big. I didn't get that many kills there before making my second thing. Oh! He became weak for a second. Oh, wait, actually, I completely failed to target that somehow. That's a little bit unfortunate. He has 4 gases and a robo. Wait, why am I so low on gas? Is that normal? I wasn't really able to afford my Raven. See, he's not moving out yet. This could be a late blink attack. But the 4 gate or the 4 gas makes me think it's more likely a Robo Bay coming out here. I'm buying a lot of time with this, which is really nice. Let's see. There's no extra gates being built. And maybe even waste a little bit more of his time by going around here. I always love being annoying with the Reaper as much as I can. I definitely succeeded there. I did lose a bunch of Hellions, and realistically, I probably did not kill as many probes as I should have. I feel like normally I get a little bit more damage on the board. Now it was a little bit disappointing, especially because we did get in. I feel like, I don't even know how many... Did I even kill 5 workers? I'm not even sure, to be honest. Oh, so he gets a scout. That is unfortunate. This strategy is pretty good against mine. Scouting, that is. But in particular, the Hallucinated Phoenix, because I cannot really throw down an auto turret to kill it. I mean, I could, but that would just be a waste of money, right? So... And at this point, if he is smart, he will just bunker up on 2 bases. Well, yeah, he is. I was going to say, not if you play well, but I upload even my losses, so I guess that's wrong. Maybe. I mean, I feel like if he says, am I getting YouTube, that gives a bit of a negative reinforcement with it, you know? But if he wins, he will get YouTube in a positive light. Or maybe you guys will hate him for stealing my MMR, so then it will not quite be as positive. I do think if with that information he has, he should have a pretty good shot at dealing with it, though. He's not sitting in his natural, which is really good for me. See, I'm just going to get a missile down there. He is going to blink out, which means I can missile him now. Oh, this looks good. Okay, that is done, which means I'm not going to attack that. Even with the missile, you cannot attack the green battery. It is simply impossible. So I'm also not even going to try to do that. I'm going to make a second starboard instead, 3rd CC. And then I might go again. I'm a little bit afraid he has too many stalkers at this point. Let's see. I want to wait for him to blink. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a misclick there. But I mean, my unit count looks insane here already. I'm not getting the massive hits that I usually get. I mean, I'm killing a lot of workers here already. Or a lot of stalkers, rather. Oh, can I get that big hit? There we go. That's beautiful. Oh my god, I'm actually just destroying him again with this. This strategy is just so good. I can't believe it. He has absolutely no supply left. He had 1 stalker. Guys, how is this so strong? I feel like he had all the tools. I mean, realistically, if he went for... Wait, he made a DT shrine against Raven Hellion. That's a bit insane, okay? If you're watching this, you're insane. Making a DT shrine against Mass Raven Hellion is crazy. But if there was a Robo Bay here, if he would sit in his natural, make more stalkers, maybe counter with the Prism, I feel like he would be in a fantastic spot. But instead, he tried to defend the unstoppable uThermal Raven attack. And we win once again. That is a fantastic warm-up. Let's move on to game number 2. Alright, we got a Terran. After that game, our MMR is 5393, by the way. Now, this guy is almost 4.9. I'm not sure if he will give us 7 MMR. But if we win and we get 7 MMR, we will be 5.4k, which is incredible. And I believe that would officially mean that we have surpassed the Ghost to GM MMR as well. I mean, I know I'm the one doing both challenges, but it's still kind of a funny race, I guess, to, you know, make them battle each other, which one is the higher MMR. Though at this point, it seems relatively clear that the Raven challenge is a little bit better, a little bit stronger than the Ghost only challenge, at least in terms of victories. And we can probably mostly dial that back to the strength against protoss, because if Raven Hellion to gem was as weak against protoss as Ghost to gem was, we would probably also be struggling, and we would probably be a lot lower MMR actually. So it is mostly that. So I think a logical conclusion here is that they just need to buff Ghost against protoss, right? Maybe like EMP should just like delete the unit instead of damaging it or something. What do you guys think? I think this would be a very valid suggestion. Just kidding, by the way, in case anyone else is going to take it seriously. Now, let's SCV scout, because my opponent is Terran. Do not want to be caught off guard by any kind of cheesy shenanigans. If you play a player that's a lot lower in MMR than you, you always have to be careful, because I feel like confidence is a really huge factor in StarCraft 2 games, and people kind of lose that confidence when they see someone that's that much higher MMR, especially when there's like a Grandmaster border involved. Like, that can also always be a bit intimidating for Masters players. So if he would try to cheese, it would completely make sense. So that's why I have to scout. In TVT, you kind of always have to scout, but You could consider skipping it, but if you're higher in MMR, you definitely have the scout. So my opponent's gonna go for a fast wall off. This typically can mean 3 build orders, of which one is 80% what's going on, which is just a normal double gas. And then besides that, the other 2 chances are that he's playing 2 Rex Reaper in his base or 2 Rex Reaper with 1 Barracks proxied. And then there's some other builds actually that are even more rare. For example, walling off fast and then still Reaper expanding in your main. I actually had a build a while ago that you guys might like. It's you wall off fast and then you double expand in your main. So your opponent thinks you're doing a 1-base double gas, but instead you have 3 CC. And then if they don't scout it, you can actually, you know, just economy boom and go crazy. Especially if you play something like mech, you'll just get wherever you have to be even faster. And I say especially with mech, because if you play bio against bio, it is a little bit more difficult to make a difference. Because with Marines, I always say it, you can't break tanks anyway with Marines, you know. It doesn't matter how many you have. If there's 7 siege tanks, even if you have 100 Marines, you probably do not want to be stimming in there. Obviously, there are some exceptions. Sometimes there are insane fights. Especially if there's Raven interference matrices involved. Now, he hasn't shown me his Reapers yet. Which doesn't have to be suspicious. I do usually see them faster these days. Typically, they pop up by now. I just don't want to lose a bunch of SCVs to 1 or 2 Reapers again. That would be quite annoying. But at the same time, they could attack from the front too. So I'm just kind of camping here right now. This is definitely the best place to keep your Hellions in a TVT, I think. Now, at this point, since he hasn't attacked me, I want to scout with the Reaper. It's very possible I find units next to my base with this Reaper, because it's not a crazy timing. But I didn't see anything. That is a little bit suspicious. I guess he did not SCV scout, at least if I remember correctly. So maybe he's expecting that I'm also just playing a double gas like him. But I was just playing a Reaper expand, so if he doesn't attack me, I'm going to be very happy with that. Now let's see what we find here. A very normal opening. That could have been a medevac, because that tech lab is quite late, I feel like. There we go. I killed 1 SCV. I don't want to kill much more than this with the Reaper, unless my Hellions are accompanying, so I'm just going to go back home. I do think there could be something on the way to my base, though. I feel like else I probably would have seen something. Now, let's get the Raven energy upgrade. There we go. Okay, what is it gonna be? Nothing too menacing, really, I guess is the answer. Now, medevacs, depending on the skill of the opponent, are really hard to deal with. Because technically, with the units I have, I actually cannot kill anything that, you know, is in that medevac. That is a little bit of a problem here. Now, if I keep on top of his unit movement, he will also not kill anything I have. So it's not really the biggest deal. But you see how he's abusing my unit set here by just staying around. Because he knows I can't kill it anyway. It is a little bit crazy what he's doing. Because normally a Terran would have a Viking on the way by now, right? So I feel like he's very confident that I'm just playing Raven Hellion. Maybe he's a fan of the show, right? Who knows? Actually, I do remember the name. I feel like I might have coached him at some point. I think I did coach someone called Xylophone something, so that would make sense. I'm just gonna... At some point I'm gonna kill that medevac, by the way. I think he just boosted, right? Can I kill that? I feel like he just boosted, but I'm not completely sure. He's abusing me so hard right now, because he's just chilling in my base, scouting everything I'm doing. I mean, I can actually kill it by now quite easily, if I wanted to. There you go. I mean, I'm not completely sure if that's worth it, because that was, what is that, 225 energy, I believe. But I was getting a bit tired of him just flying over my base for free the entire time, so I decided to go for that kill there. Probably if I place my turrets a bit better, I think I could have done that with 1 less auto turret. But still. Okay, he's just camping at home, which means I need to engage macro mode here. Okay, so he's sending his ravens across. Not the craziest move ever. Shouldn't really kill anything though. Just another one in my natural. Yeah. Okay, so he is you can very clearly tell he's maybe telegraphing a little bit too much what he's doing, because by making that depot wall, you can clearly see that he is planning to just play a very defensive game, and not planning to attack anytime soon, especially because he's using his abilities. So he's making it a little bit obvious what he's doing. I've already killed one of his ravens, which is good. He probably did not expect me to kill his units that efficiently with the auto turrets. He'll probably make a turret here, just in case he A moves the raven again at some point at my bases. And then get the double gas here. Now, it's always possible he does something. Okay, ooh. Actually, didn't see that coming on the minimap at all. It's always possible he would have done something crazy to catch me off guard, like go for BCs or something like that, right? But it doesn't seem like anything similar to that is on the way, so that's really nice for us. Oh, there's gonna be so much splash damage. There we go, that's a good fight. If he wants to come again, I'll take the fight. Here we go, more Marines dead. That's beautiful. Pretty much killed all of his Marines there. Which is gonna weaken his army a lot against auto turrets and stuff in the future. Now, should I make more ravens or should I make my upgrades? I don't actually have the resources to do both right now, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, it looks like I can sneak in here unless he has another tank. Yeah, look. Okay. Let's kill those mules off. That's nice. And then I'm gonna get my double upgrades for the ravens. Now, my opponent is playing it pretty well. He has not taken any particularly bad trades. And I would not say this game is looking particularly good for me. I think it's a pretty normal game, which ideally I would be looking a little bit better right now. I think as soon as my upgrade finishes, it could be good to try and get some damage done. Obviously, I always need to be careful to not overextend with my auto turrets. So I'm gonna kill that cyclone. Let's see. Probably kill some more marines too. Is this a good moment for a counterattack? Probably. Ideally, I have another turret there. Let's see. I don't actually have that many ravens yet, you know. It is actually a little bit scary. Oh, he actually moved back. Or he's here. Possible. Let's see, he is here. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna kill that siege tank, which is nice. That's really rough for him, because he put up this... he shift-clicked it, so it would, you know... would defend everything pretty much. And there we go. Taking pretty decent trades there. Not the best still. But I've killed all of his SCVs at this point, which is very meaningful, of course. Now, he wants to go in again. Problematic is that he has so many siege tanks. But at this point, he's kind of running out a little bit, I have to be honest. Like, his army is not as menacing as it once was, I feel like. There we go, come back here. And then I think with this amount of ravens, I can actually go for it pretty comfortably. I just gotta kind of come in from the side. He's not paying attention right now, which is gonna be really good for us. Let's see, yeah, this should be a very, very good fight here, I think. Let's see. There we go. And he should lose pretty much everything here, pretty comfortably. There we go. Lost almost everything. This is actually alive. Let's see, if he wants to land, he's gonna be in trouble. That's gonna kill 2 Vikings. There we go. Oh, it actually only killed 1. No way. That's a little bit crazy. Wait, why are all my... Wait, oh, I just have that many. I was like, why are all my SCVs AFK? But no, I actually just had that many SCVs. Let's see, I'll just drop a turret here. Doesn't have to be difficult. Kill another Viking. Kill another 2 Vikings, actually. Wow. Ravens are not bad, are they, guys? Episode, what is this? Episode 21. Ravens are not bad, guys. Who knew? I think it's a good time to get Blue Flame now as well, since I've stabilized. Blue Flame, usually a little bit too expensive of a investment for me. But I think this is a pretty good scenario to get it. Probably resaturate these SCVs a little bit. And maybe like counterattack his turret again as well. There we go. I actually have enough of Hellions here. Oh, I do need to be careful for that. His army is getting pretty big. I'm maybe a little bit too confident, but I feel like I have enough here to actually deal with that. Two. Yeah, I have more than enough, actually. There we go. Turrets are actually killing the Vikings in the back too. Yeah, he's been obliterated, guys. There we go. That's the fight we needed. I mean, we already took a good enough fight, I think, at the bottom earlier, but this was really the game finisher, I feel like. Or, well, thinking about it, he must have been able to rebuild all of his SCVs. So I can't say it's over for sure yet, but I feel like we're in a position that I would normally win. And that's why I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm just gonna keep adding CCs. Let's scan to see if he has... Okay, he's starting his 4th now. That's that scan almost looks a little bit sus, you know? That's a pretty sick scan timing. If you want to come again, I'll just destroy you with some auto turrets. I really don't mind that. Let's see, should I actually might as well put that there at this point. And at this point, I just have to play really clean. He's still here for some reason. I think he probably thinks I should have been out of energy by now or so. Else he would not still be here trying to take these trades. I can guarantee you that. I think he's just trying to fight me when I have low energy. But at this point, I might just have too many ravens for that. And I think it's a good choice here to actually go for a little bit of a counter attack. There you go. You guys can just chill here. Oh, that army looks huge in the sensor tower, by the way. I'm not sure if it's just me, but that army actually looks insane under the sensor tower. Let's see. Oh no, I accidentally leaked my base. That is unfortunate. Let's see. He does have a big army here, eh? Do I have to say that? See if I can get a more trader here. He's actually not paying attention to this, so that's really good. There we go. Or do you just keep chasing? I don't actually have a lot of auto turrets here. Trades are good trades, though. Actually killed pretty much all of his SCVs there, looks like. Let's get a few more. And then try to saturate this base. Yeah, it's actually... like, right now, it's just a game of energy. I actually do kind of like the ideas that he's using. That he's... just trying to fight when I have low energy. Because I actually do not have that many auto turrets. But at the same time, since he keeps losing units, he's never going to get to that critical mass, you know? And every time he keeps bleeding more and more units as well. Especially if he stims. Stims are painful, guys. Don't do drugs. Oh. That's another free tank, probably. Or, well, not another one. It's been a while since I got one. Okay, there we go. I think I might as well be chasing him down at this point. He's actually just running from the Hellions. There's nothing he can do. He's like, ah! This is so funny. I actually freaking love this. Actually, like, you can just chase someone down with auto turrets. It's actually pretty crazy. And he is trying to kite, but sadly he does not have the very prominent Stalker Colossus that has defeated us when we play like this. All right. Fantastic game. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the efficiency must be absolutely crazy here. 8k against 70k in a mirror matchup. That might be our best efficiency in a high MMR TVT, I think. Like, maybe in one of the early games we did better, but this must be our best efficiency for a TVT in a high MMR. Now, that was another fantastic game. How many workers did we kill? Only 42. We were very, very civil this game. We really didn't kill a lot of workers. But yeah, we really just wanted the fights. You can see I have 98 SCVs. Wait, why does his income... I guess he just had 1 million mules that expired, because his income is the same as mine. He must have launched, like... what is that? Yeah, 4 mules only? Alright, that's interesting. Oh, I guess he did have 67. Alright, so I killed a few. 67 SCVs plus 4 mules is 3,300 minerals. Not bad. Anyway, that's it for game number 2. Let's keep it going. So now we're playing against Zerg Terran, a 5/7 Terran. Oh no, that kind of sounds terrifying. A Zerg and Terran in one go? What am I supposed to do now? Alright, we did reach 5.4k MMR, by the way, guys. That's an awesome achievement. That's a new MMR record for the Raven channels, of course. We have become higher before with like the Bomb Cloud. We haven't reached it with the Ghost up until this point, though. So I guess we officially have beaten the Ghost challenge now, which is nice. Can we beat a 5/7 Terran player? I think one of the most epic games of the series so far was against Jason, who was a 5/6 Terran player, where it was just a 40-minute brawl of literally 50 Ravens. Loco also casted that game. It was actually... That's where you know you've made it, you know? That's the kind of epic game. But a 5/7 Terran, that sounds like it's going to be a very, very big challenge. Now, I feel like it kind of depends on the way they play, whether I can beat them with this, because... if they're really just super good in the macro game and play very defensive, it's really hard for me to break them. And at the same time, if they attack really well, they should also defeat me. I think it's really like a kind of balance that I need. I need them to attack when I need them to attack, if that makes any sense. Like, when I'm ready and I want to take the fight and they attack me, I can crush their army. If they attack too late for me, it's going to be hard for me to win the fights. If they never attack, might be the same thing. I think I just need to find... well, it's not up to me to find it. I think that my opponent needs to play in the balance that I want them to play. I feel like this has been a very confusing explanation, but you guys probably still get it. You guys are smart lads. Let's see if he's actually doing a Reaper expand. Also walling off. I'm actually going to expand in the main this time. I get a little bit more scared when I play against these high MMR players with their insane Reaper micro. Don't really want to be dealing with that. Especially if that was a 2x Reaper. That's a 2x Reaper. I mean, we would be in trouble anyway, to be fair. But if it's a 2x Reaper and I'm low ground expanding, then it just gets a little bit too hopeless, I would say. No. Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising to me that the meta has shifted in those small things. Because in pro level, no one walls the base of like that anymore. Because they realized it's, you know, everyone knows they're playing double gas anyway. So they just kind of build the depot here for vision for the Reaper. For example, right now I'm walling off because I'm playing Reaper expand. But if I was playing double gas, I'd probably build my depot here. Because you guys have seen the struggle when I have to keep my units in the middle of the ramp, basically, right? But if I have the depot here, I would actually see the Reapers jump up. So that's where pro Terrans build their depots these days. But I feel like that meta probably hasn't quite caught up yet to the low mid Grandmaster section. I mean, rank 5.7k MMR is probably like rank 70 GM, which is really high. It's not quite pro level, but it is really high. Actually, I have another question for you guys. Thinking about it. How would you guys define a pro player? Like, when is someone a pro for you? Because I would say pro level starts at 6.5k MMR. But I feel like that would exclude some of the people that have even made, like, you know, a playoffs in a DreamHack. I mean, usually playoffs in a DreamHack are all 6.5k, but some of them have been below. And I feel like that would exclude them. So I wonder, at what MMR would you guys consider calling someone a pro? Or is this strictly tournament and earnings related for you? That's what I'm wondering about. Because for me, it is typically about tournaments. Like, if you know, get far enough in a DreamHack, I would probably consider you a pro. Doesn't have to do much with MMR. Earlier, I just meant that every pro kind of tends to be 6.5k at least, you know. Else you cannot really consistently compete with the best of the best. Or, well, even at 6.5k, you can't compete with the best of the best, but you can compete with, you know, regular pro gamers that are not freaking Cheryl or Maru or whatever. Now, my opponent has not shown anything yet. Which kind of makes me feel like I could be going for an attack here myself. I haven't scouted with my Hellions. Yeah, technically my opponent could be doing anything. That's the scary part here. Like, he could be going for... okay, this is a medevac drop. No, I'm actually going to go back for that. I think there's... If it's a tank drop, it's going to be rough. But I feel like there's no way I should be base trading against that. It is a tank drop. And I have these right away. That turret is going to be very good for me. Is it going to be enough? That I don't know. I'm trying to kill all the... Oh, I'm actually killing that tank almost. Wow. Wait, this was actually fantastic. I killed the tank. No way. Guys, how was that so good for me? I kind of YOLO'd that defense. I was like, okay, I don't want to wait for any more Ravens. I'm just straight going to go for it, else it could be too annoying later. And we actually absolutely smashed it. Now, obviously, he should have saved the tank. Like, that was very sloppy. But we are going to welcome that mistake, guys. A 5-7 Terran is, I wouldn't say on the ropes, but he's definitely had a rough start here so far. Especially considering that I'm playing Reaper Expand. Like, he probably has 34 SCVs, I have 39. That is a sizable difference. Now, he probably has another tank waiting at home. Oh, he's already here, actually. Okay, he's gonna siege it again. That is a little bit crazy. I need to wait for my 2 auto turrets here. I'll just drop 1. Okay. He's probably going to drop a turret there, exactly. That's why I had to be careful. Oh, I lost my Raven. Yeah, this is the kind of high-level player aggression that I was talking about, by the way. Like, he's just dropping his stuff everywhere. There's not much I can do against it. To be fair, his build is a little bit psycho, going for a double tank drop after the first one failed. Normally, I could have kept my units at home. Oh, I'm gonna kill all the Marines here, which is really nice. There we go. That's a decent cleanup. Go. Fix that saturation again. A single tank doesn't really do a lot of damage against a mineral line, so I don't have to be too worried here. But yeah, that was a little bit too much damage for me to take. And I guess I did get caught off guard a little bit by his crazy strategy. Now it's time for me to get a 3rd CC up. And I think this is the first time you guys have actually seen the, you know, the high-level aggression with the micro that I've been talking about all this series. Like, he just dodged my auto turrets, and then there was all of a sudden not that much for me to do about it, right? But in all fairness, if I did have my units at home, it would have been totally fine. Now I have 4 ravens. My opponent, actually, I'm not sure what he's making because he made 2 medevacs, which is more than usual. So there's a decent chance he went straight into Vikings. If he's making his own ravens instead, we might actually be able to take a good fight on his base at some point. It's really scary to take a fight against the Vikings though, because if they ever overpower me, I will just lose my ravens, which obviously is what this... Oh, yes. That is delicious. Let's go. Wait, he's actually... Ooh. We're being attacked right now. Okay, I'm gonna go for this then. This could be a very good move. He's actually gonna lose like every single... He's not even moving his SCVs because he doesn't want them to line up for the splash. But I had enough Hellions that he... Oh, yes. That's a big mistake. Guys, I have too many auto turrets here. He's gonna get crushed, I think. I'm even gonna get the medevac. Ah! Please? Yes, I did get the medevac. Wow, beautiful fight. Guys... Is it happening right now? I know it's not over yet. He's gonna attack me with Vikings now. I actually need to get some turrets up here. I need to block the Vikings from, yeah, killing me. Now, I'm getting a bit nervous because we're in a good spot against a Terran that is higher MMR than we can usually beat. So this is getting a little bit exciting. As you can see, siege in front of my base. I can actually kill that already, I think. Let's go. This looks huge. I'm gonna get the Raven too. Yes, that's beautiful, guys. All right. Well done by us. We are absolutely champing this game up right now. I could make that a planetary, but I'm gonna make it a PF instead. Oh, another tank. Wait, actually, now he's gonna lose some Vikings too, I think. If I target them. Yeah, I got one of them. That's really nice. And now I think I have the luxury to do another run by. I mean, if he keeps losing his tanks, the threat is never going to be that big. That's the thing here. Oh, that's another 5 Marines going down. Beautiful. Okay. He's doing the same thing as the last guy, by the way. That seems to be the approach of the day, where they just want to fight, well, I don't have that much energy. Oh, he's going to lose another million SCVs here. Well, actually, not that many. My Hellion count is not that great here. Kill those 2. All right, I mean... We have more workers than him. That is important. Is it enough? I'm not sure. Because his army does seem to get pretty big. And his observers, or his Vikings rather, I haven't been able to really trim the count. Which is going to make that even harder. Oh no. Oh, he's flying in the turret. Oh, that's nice. Okay. See, I mean, if he ever lands those, he's in trouble. Oh no. He has done it. The biggest mistake you can make against... Mass Raven. How many are gonna die? Actually, not that many. Could have been a lot worse, I feel like. He doesn't have the unit count here to do any damage against this, so that is nice. There we go. He's landing in my base. Drop a few turrets. There we go. I'm gonna kill those. He's going a bit crazy with the multitasking. I'm actually gonna send these into his 3rd base. He's sending units everywhere right now. Let me just kill these Vikings real quick. A few auto turrets. Alright, this is getting a little bit hectic. I'm trying to keep the macro up at the same time. Oh, he's gonna siege those. Not the best idea ever. There we go. He's gonna lose those. And he's gonna lose a bunch of SCVs here. Most likely. There we go. I've actually been fast enough to do all this. I don't have that many auto turrets anymore, though. Oh, the juicy hits. Let's freaking go. Can we get some more? That would be nice. Oh, I actually got the medevac. The targeting worked out there. And I got the siege tank. That's beautiful. Oh, these should actually be chilling over here. Oh no, I can't be losing these Hellions for free, guys. Mistakes. There we go. I'm gonna kill all of those units, which is nice. I mean, my supply must be incredible right now. It is just that I'm running out of... I always fight against the auto turrets that were there. I'm running out of auto turrets here. Oh, this fight looks good again. Alright, let's get a planetary up there. I mean, this fight looks pretty good again, I have to say. Is it enough? Man, this is actually so close. I cannot believe how close this is right now. I'm just running out of, yeah, auto turrets. That's the problem. Oh, he's actually landing those. That's a little bit of a mistake, I think. Because now he's going to lose the army here. Let's go. I wish I had one more auto turret. There we go. Actually, I did manage to get a surround there, which is really nice. Oh. Do I have enough auto turrets? I do have 2 more auto turrets. Wait, those Marines actually went... Oh, he has 2-2. Oh, okay. I don't know. That 2-2 was actually very fast. Didn't quite expect it, but... That is the reason why he traded so well there. Oh, he's actually gonna siege that up. He's still rallying across like crazy. Get a few more... turrets up as well. There we go. 2 more auto turrets. We're gonna lose all these units if he stays here, I think. Man, the 2-2 is actually insane, by the way. Like, I didn't even consider that, but his 2-2 is actually what's winning him this game on his own. Like, the 2-2 Marauders are better than auto turrets at this point. And I don't have enough to overwhelm. You see, I only have 2 at a time. Alright, we have actually lost this game. Wow. Alright. Oh, the turret is gonna go ham, though. No! No! Why did I look at that time? Alright, GG. He has gotten us. That was a very close game at some point. Yeah, this game kind of proved what I thought all along. If a Terran plays well, they should always win. Because this game went really well for me. But if they just keep up with their upgrades and they attack at the right time, there's not much I can do here. I think... Let me look at some timings here real quick to see if there was something I could have done different. So this is... How many workers did I kill? I killed 23 workers at this point. All right. And he has 1-1. Yeah, the 2-2 actually finished surprisingly fast. I think this is the kind of game where he wouldn't really commit to making that. So you see his SCV count was never really that low. And because he was microing his Vikings really well, at least up until the point where he landed them, I could never really get rid of them that easily. I feel like I had some counterplay here. What is the counterplay? Like, it's crazy because I think at this point somewhere I was mentioning that the supply must be really good. And you see it is. But if you look at these Ravens... oh, that was accidental. If you look at these Ravens, there's just no energy on them at all. These all have like 1 auto turret, I believe. And he just kept on rallying in. I did make one mistake here, which is that well, you see, I don't actually have gas to make Ravens, so maybe it wasn't a mistake. But I could never put my starport on this barracks. And that was actually a little... Or, well, I could have, but I just didn't. And that maybe cost me a little bit. I'm not sure if it did, because looking at the gas, I actually never had gas for anything. Maybe if I got another PF up here at some point, it could have been good. Like, I could have made my third into a PF, but turning your third into a PF is really saying, like... He has to attack me all the time, and that's how I win, because it's too much gas. I would have to skip Ravens for it. I think it would be a pretty bad move here. But with the way he was playing, it might have been a move. Because if I had a PF... Well, to be fair, thinking about it, he would just attack into my natural instead, so that actually wouldn't work. I think that would only work if I have a PF here too, and a PF here, and a PF there. So I guess this Terran was probably just a little bit too good. Maybe if I realized he had 2-2, I would have been gone a bit easier on spamming the turrets. Maybe I would have actually waited for like the perfect time to take fights with more turrets and stuff. But well, it is what it is. I'm gonna call the episode here. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. We almost beat a 5-7 Terran, which is great. And we did read 5-4, which we already lost at this point, but it was great. Anyway, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Adios.